Hello and welcome back. My name is Colton from Ankeney Van Builds, and as you can see behind me, this van is completed. So I'm going to go over the entire van tour with all you guys today, show off all the cool features that this van has to offer. I'm super excited that this van build went really quick. I think it turned out great, so I'm excited to share this with you. But before we start, I noticed that around 71.5 of you guys are not subscribed to my channel, but you watch all my videos. So if you're part of that 71.5, please consider subscribing down below. I got plenty of content coming up. I have another Ford Transit build that's going to be a high roof that I'm going to be doing right after Thanksgiving. And I have another Mercedes Sprinter build lined up after that Transit. So tons of content coming your way. If you don't want to miss out on it, consider subscribing and help this video get out to more people by liking the video, leaving a comment, all that good stuff you already know how to do. So let's go ahead and start this van tour. Alright, so starting in the front, you can see both seats, driver and passenger, have swivel seats installed. If you guys watch any van videos, you know that swivel seats are a must-have. Really opens up the space, gives you more seating area, and allows you to spin around, sit comfortably in your van on days like today where it's raining. You can sit comfortably and not have to worry about being all crammed and claustrophobic up front. So 2 swivel seats is a must-have addition. And if you look underneath passenger side swivel seat, you'll notice this little guy sticking out. So this van right here has a Webasto heater installed underneath this seat, and I have it right as close to the middle as we can, so that way it blows all the hot air up through the middle, up into the seating area and this bed area, keeping the van nice and warm. Winter's right around the corner, so that is a must-have addition in any conversion van. And before we step inside, you'll notice that right here we have this piece of wood countertop coming down. It's on a 90-degree flip-up hinge. That way it expands the countertop so you have more workspace, more area by the sink. So if you're doing dishes, you can put something there, or if you're cooking food, whatever, you have more counter space to work with. And then just below the sink, we have this cool drawbridge feature. So that way if you're sitting on the end of your van, you can sit here, put a drink down here, put some food, enjoy the view that you're looking at from your slider door. And also it gives you access to all your water jugs, so you can easily take them in and out and refill them when you need to. This sink is powered by a 12-volt SureFlow water pump. So that way you have running water coming out of this awesome faucet that we have here, and all of it comes out of a 7-gallon water jug and drains into a 7-gallon gray water tank. Now in all of my vans, I always put one of these countertop. It's an existing piece from this countertop here. I cut it to fit the inside of the sink, drill out a hole, so that way it's a nice easy pull out. You can use your sink, but if you want to use it for counter space, or if you want a cutting board or something that you can put, or something to put on your lap if you're working on, say, a laptop or something, you always have that available. I think it's a great use of space, and I think it just looks beautiful. Then on the driver's side of the van, you see we have these beautiful cabinets here. Inside here we have a latch and 3 RV latches to prevent this giant Dometic fridge from sliding open while they are driving. See, it opens up tons of space in here, super deep. You got the power supply, all the buttons over here, easily accessible, and push it in, locks into place. And just for extra measures, we got this little gate latch in case those RV latches fail. We have one more backup just in case. And above this fridge, we have basically a utensil drawer, so you can put something that is narrow, flat up here, tons of room for whatever you may need. Spatula, spoon, perfect spot for that to live right up there. And next to it we got these awesome drawers. Everything is on soft close, everything's got RV latches, so when you're done you can just lock them back in place and they won't come flying open as you're driving. Now above this, you see this is where all the cooking is going to happen. We got this NutriChef induction cooktop, 2-burner stove, powered by the inverter of the Goal Zero. Super easy to work with, super clean, easy to install, Gotta love these NutriChef cooktops. This is the second van I've had where I put one of these in, and I've been super happy with them so far. And above this cabinet, you see we got a 2-drawer upper cabinet painted white with the brass hardware, same with the rest of the van. And below it we have this paper towel holder, fairly straightforward there. And on this wall you'll see we got the remote for the Max Air fan. We have this 2-plug USB port for charging phones or whatever it might be. And next to that we have this switch for probably the coolest feature in this van. I'll go ahead and show you this now. This is a switch for a bed lift, and I'll go ahead and show you this now. So it's got this reverse polarity switch, so when you flip it up, step back, and I mean, how awesome is that? So it goes all the way up. It's one of those set and forget type of switches. So once these linear actuators max out, it stops the power, doesn't need to go up anymore. So you don't need to worry about timing it with the switch. Left it at the perfect height, so when it's hiked all the way up, it's just high enough to fit this mattress here. Same thing when you lower it down. When you lower it down, it rests on these framing pieces, and that is at the lowest point of this linear actuator. So once it's all the way down, cuts the power to it, and you don't even need to worry about it or time it. Now the reason for this is because this guy, the client whose van this is, he is a big mountain biker, so he wanted the ability to just throw his mountain bikes in the back without having to worry about taking the front tires off or making it lower or anything like that, or laying it on its side. So this way, when he's driving around to go mountain biking through the trailheads or whatever, he can have all of his bikes back here and never have to worry about it, and it saves him that extra bit of time. And then once he has the mountain bikes out, he just comes here, flips the switch, forgets about it, and lets it do its thing. The cushions that I ordered for these seats are on back order. Unfortunately, they will be here in a couple weeks, but he's driving off the lot with the van today, so once I get those cushions, I'll get those to him. But for now, we got 2 seats in the back for him to sit across from him and his wife. And you can see here we have a pull-out table that has an awesome brass knob on it to easily pull it in and out. That way you can sit at these tables, put your plates on it, put your laptop on it, work on it, whatever it may be, and you can sit across from each other in case you guys are having some sort of a date night. And when you go to push it in, it's got those RV latches in the back, so it clips right into place. Now this bed here, he has the flare space installed with those CR Lawrence windows attached to it. So he can slide one of those windows open. It has a screen on it. That way he can have that window open, turn on this Max Air fan, it will draw air in through those windows with the screen, so no bugs are going to come in with it. Have nice airflow in the summers when it's nice and hot, and all that hot air will get vented out the top through this Max Air fan. So sleeping on this should be super comfortable. This is a 6-inch gel foam mattress. I did have to cut it for it to work with this flare space, but I cut it, wrapped it in some fabric, and attached it to this flare space here so it's nice and even. That way his head can go back here, and this bed is free to move up and down with that bed lift. And I didn't need to do it on this end because it doesn't hang over as much, and it stops right up here at the top. But this mattress is super comfortable. This flare space gives you about 80 inches across, so it's going to be really comfortable. You can easily stretch out and sleep side to side in this van, which really opens up the rest of it for whatever layout that you want. And then you can see over here above this bed, we have a reading lamp, and underneath it, you can't see it from here, but underneath it is a USB charger, so you can plug your phone into it, and that'll charge your phone while you sleep. So all the appliances in this van are powered by this Gold Zero 1500 Yeti. It is charged by 2 200-watt Renogy solar panels, so 400 total. Renogy makes great solar panels. I do have a link that if you use it, you do get 10% off. Just letting you know, I'll leave that in the comments below. But Renogy makes great solar panels. It also has this plug right here, which is run to the 12-volt cigarette outlet at the front of the van. So if it's cloudy or if they're driving at night, they can unplug the solar panels and charge their battery as they drive. I used one of these max output cables to run to this fuse block, and that's where all of the appliances in this van are going to. And these Goal Zeros also have an inverter built in, so it's really a plug and play, all-in-one type of system. That's why I recommend it, and that's why I always go with it. And I've always been impressed with how Goal Zero performs. Also, looking at the bench seats from this side, this client did want some seat belts. I know they're not DOT certified. Don't come at me in the comments, but it's got a place to buckle in case somebody's riding here in the back. And above that, we have the control head for the Webasto heater. Nice tucked out of the way and accessible from the bed. So you can easily click it on while you're in bed and heat up the van before you have to get out of bed. Also on these bench seats, I have a hole drilled into it and they're on hinges. So you flip them open and there's plenty of storage underneath there for whatever you may need. And underneath these wheel well boxes, I have some open storage here so you can kick shoes or dirty whatever under shoes or dirty laundry or whatever you want underneath these wheel wells, just to provide a little bit extra storage. So this is where I'm going to conclude the van tour. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this layout in the comments below. I think it's a super simple, super functional, and practical layout. But if you made it this far, thank you for watching my video. Please leave a comment, like the video to help this video get out to more people, and consider subscribing. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next build. See ya.